Hello and welcome to the Lore Wars podcast and preview stream. My name is Doug Carlson. I am your game master, and with me is Maddie.
That is correct.
And also Sean.
Hello.
And finally, nope, that's it. All right, let's get going. I'm just kidding. Ryan's here too, I think.
Hello to the slut dragons of the world.
Wow, that bold entry.
Hey, you gotta support me.
Yeah. You should reset your mic button or do something. I don't know what's going on over
Yeah,
there.
isn't that bad?
It was a little bad. So if you're listening to this, chances are you have received your pre-order. They got sent out last week. We personally delivered a bunch around the area and then mailed out any that were like out of state or down in the New York City region. We had one from one from Kentucky, one to Maine, two to New York City or Manhattan particularly, and so those kinds got shipped out. But if you were in the Buffalo area where we are located, we delivered to you. And
Thank you.
yeah. In fact, every person in this party has their book and is able to use it tonight, which is pretty exciting.
I refuse.
I was literally awake for 2 minutes when I got a text that said, "Go look at your front porch."
I literally spent, I think I was like in the car for 6.5 hours. It was wild.
It was very
Well, that's
crazy.
the whole thing. Is I knew Doug would like see me in my fucking deviled steak because I literally was standing at my Keurig machine making a cup of tea, and so like I cracked my front door, stuck my hand.
It
out
was
and
funny.
closed it, 'cause
We
I
were
didn't want anyone to see
we were
me.
pulling away, and I was like, I hope that was the right house, because like I don't know what anyone's houses look like. And I was like, I'm just going off the address you guys gave me. Hopefully it's like the right one, or like I wrote it right or whatever. And I'm pulling away, and she's like, I just saw a hand reach out and grab it, and I was like, good.
My experience
Well,
was I got the message.
Any other time I would have like come out in like my quarantine mask and like
Right.
had a conversation, but I was like, oh, absolutely not. Not like this.
But yeah, so if you guys got that, you probably received a little letter in your envelope that recommends you tweet out a picture with us, our handle at Lore Wars RPG, of a picture of your guidebook. This is going all the way through the end of July, and one person who does that will win some free content. So I recommend doing that. Everyone likes free stuff. So that's exciting. Other than that, we are like 23, 22 days away from launching. At the point of launch, you guys will be able, anyone who didn't get a pre-order will be able to order the game, and will be sent out as soon as possible, as soon as we get your order in. Other than, and those people will still be eligible to win the free content, via the Twitter giveaway. Also, you will be able to order Seal of Fate, the adventure book, online. We didn't touch it for that. With the Scratagus partnership, I just talked to him actually, I think yesterday, and we're hoping to have the contract signed and sealed by the beginning of the next month of June, and his season starts in July. So hopefully in July we will be having a partnership with him, and which is awesome because I'll be hitting a brand new clientele. Um, but yeah, let's dive right into her. Last time, you guys were on your airship, and you were escorting a representative of Aldrix to a small island nation who was rich in gold mines, with the intention of forming some form of like trading alliance with them. Unfortunately, you guys came across a storm, and due to a bunch of things happening to the airship, it went down and smashed into the ocean. A few minutes later, the party wakes up on a beach of a rather small island that you guys have started to explore. You guys got about 3/4 through exploring it when the sun fell, and you guys made camp by the river. It is now the next morning. Let me flip on over to the um, the map here, the little pixel map I drew on Roll20. And for listeners, I will describe it before we let the players kind of decide what they want to do. In the bottom left, or the south west corner of the map, we have a small beach front of sand, and off further down left, you have a little sandbar sticking out of the water. If you were to go either north or east, which would be upper right on the map, you have seen some a thick, like a dense tree, tropical forest-esque biome. When you started venturing farther to the east, you came across a river, and over the river, on the farthest part of the east of the island, you have seen a kind of highland type biome with kind of cracked rocks with like weeds growing up out of them. Not quite gravel, but like it's like if you think like Scotland or Ireland kind of texture to it. Where the party is right now is up that stream a little bit, so like kind of right in the middle of the island. You are on like a gravel-esque biome with like hills. It's very hilly. It's loose stone, and then even at the furthest point of the like northeast, the river goes to a waterfall that goes up into this giant well, I wouldn't say giant, but a rather large plateau. So like it's kind of like a mountain, but not peaked. And the water is coming out of that somewhere. And then the northwest corner of the map, which would be the top left, the party has not ventured to yet. The island's completely surrounded by water, it would seem, and so that's where we're at. I'll leave it up to you guys. Who?
Good morning, guys.
Morning. What would you like to do, Ryan?
So out of curiosity,
Yeah.
would I have been able to practice something while everyone else was asleep?
I'm gonna say no. It was a traumatic event, or an exciting. I wouldn't say exactly traumatic. If you're like battle worn or whatever, you're all.
Well, I mean, you let me play with my shovel.
That is true. I let you play around with your shovel, but I would say no, just because you guys are kind of. The set of your mind, if you're, or the mindset you guys have is not like, oh, maybe I should better myself. It's more survival right now, for sure. You are.
You guys want to explore more, or you want to just live here?
So just so we know, we ended with Sean, or Sean's character, whom I forget the name of right now. What was Kane? Kane did a Arcana action to kind of survey the island for any kind of magic, and found himself in this weird web of like arcane strings but not like necessarily strings, as if some things on the island are connected magically, um, and that was literally where we left off. So yeah, I'll let it over to you guys or your next course of action.
You guys want to keep going?
So yes, as Kane, I will inform the rest of the party that there's a magical network, and one of these strings lead to the waterfall.
Follow the stream?
Sure.
Yeah, let's just follow the stream because we know how to get back here if we need to, if we just continue on like one path.
Okay. So you guys gonna climb up on top of the plateau?
I'm going to cast my swords.
Sure, buddy. Roll me an acrobatics action.
Me?
No, Sean's character, Kane. You stumbling, buddy.
Wouldn't it be Arcana just to, use my swords?
I'm giving you an action to balance on your sword. Do you wanna try again?
Yep.
There you go. You slip a little bit, but you catch your balance as you're floating up.
Didn't
to
have
the
my
top.
morning coffee.
I grab Ande's sword.
You're just gonna float up underneath them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Maddie, you have wings.
Oh, I'm gonna fly.
There you
up
go. As,
I caught it with my
Ball.
stick.
are you bringing Pip with you?
I can carry him in my arms.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like the same size as you, but yeah. So you guys get.
Listen, we're bros, okay? I figure it out for my homies,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah. You get to the top of the plateaus, and you see this what appears to be like a fresh spring. It's kind of like a small pond, but the water is like crystal clear, and it is pouring out over the lip of the plateau into the waterfall, which is leading the river down to the ocean.
I'm thirsty, so I'm gonna take a sip of this water that's coming out.
Oh yeah, get 3 plus 3 hydration.
Thank you.
Yeah, hydration isn't a stat. I just for listeners, I was being funny. If it was funny, let me know in the comments.
Nope.
No, okay.
Also, he gets +1 at botulism.
Yes. So you guys, what you guys come across in where are we here? You see a totem sticking out of the pond in the middle of a large winged dragon. It is nicely carved out of like some polished stone, and it looks as if like its mouth's open, its wings are arced, and it's like taking off a flight, or maybe like breathing fire in the image, like that someone sculpted it out of.
I see that out of the side of my eyes. I'm drinking, and I look over to the side like, Dad?
Can I roll an Arcana to see what the magic might be doing?
Yeah, go ahead. Is Arcana your best action?
Yes.
Yeah, I would figured. Eesh.
Ew.
You do not know. You're thinking like maybe the water is magical. You're like you're splashing in the water. You're like, yeah, it's very magical water.
I'm gonna be like, Dad! And I'm gonna run up and hug it.
Okay. What's that 9 for?
What do you mean? I'm hugging it. It's my action.
Oh, your hugging action? What's your hug success rate?
No. I'm gonna use my Arcana to sense it.
Oh, okay.
Hugging it.
While you're hugging it, you feel like a sense of like almost like a dying fire. Like you wanna kindle it.
Not Dad.
You feel like there's fire inside of it, being like dying, like it needs to be kindled, or some sort.
I take my Inferno spade. I find is there a crack anywhere on this thing?
No, it is
open?
in like perfect condition.
I don't know. I'm I'm out of ideas.
Maddie, do you have any ideas that you want to throw their way?
Just kind of look at it with my staff.
No, not really. Like, is this thing important? Hold on, DM.
I'm a GM
Is there
actually.
something I should be doing?
I mean, if you wanted to roll any kind of action, I could give you a little more info.
Roll and investigate.
Sure.
That's a number.
You notice Kane splashing in the water, and you also go splash in the water, trying to find out what's up with the water.
I'll roll and investigate then with, I still don't get it.
You see the two of them splashing in the water, and you go over and splash in the water with them.
So
I'm gonna roll another Arcana.
Okay.
To see if.
Sean,
Okay, I got
Sean,
it.
you blast magic into the water and nothing happens. You're like, all right, guys,
No,
it's not the water.
This statue. I'm trying to check what is important about the statues because I noticed the line of magic is leading up here,
Yeah.
and this is the only thing up here.
So you, after like fiddling in the water, trying to figure out what's going on here, you look up and you also get this sense of like, as if your campfire is like being smoldered out, looking at it, and you're wondering, you know, maybe I can relight the fire in it or something like that. You know, is kind of your mind, the feeling you get.
Alright.
I'm just gonna hit it with my Inferno Spade, and all of a sudden I like go act like I'm digging, and then as soon as I hit the ground, like fire just shoots up all around it.
Nice.
That's how my attacks work with my Inferno Spade.
Okay.
So then that's gonna be what? It's just the same as my staff then.
Well,
Or-
were you so you were trying to attack it, or were you trying to cast
Oh.
burn?
You're right. Yep. Cast burn. I didn't.
You didn't. I mean, you could use another action if you'd like before I give another player a chance to know. All right, Maddie, what are your thoughts?
I'm gonna hit the statue.
If fire's the name of the game, you do have an explosion card. I will remind.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hit the statue.
Okay. Just with a normal attack?
And I get it. No,
Oh, the explosion
explosive
card. Okay.
fireball. I also tell these two idiots to move so they don't get hit by it.
They
Oh, I
like
was already away from it.
they like
Idiots, move.
they get underwater while you throw it, and it just like lights the entire top of the spring on fire. Well, the while you hit it with some fire, you see its eyes kind of glow vibrant red, and the wings start flapping. At this point, the other two kind of come back up for seeing what's going on, and you guys see this dragon take off of its pedestal and fly around the entire island. You guys can see it. You're like tracking it while you're on top of this plateau, looking over the entire island, which I should mention now that you guys can see. Over the entire island, you notice that the area you have not explored yet is the same as the here I'm filling it in right now. It is the foresty area. But you see the dragon fly around the entire island, and once in a while it like shoots out some fire, and then it lands directly on top of the pedestal again, and it breathes a fire onto the water, and the water turns into this vibrant ruby red color, and you see it like spread through the entire pond that you're in over the waterfall, and if you were to look over the edge, you see it trace through the river into the ocean. You probably can't see like if it's being diluted or anything, but you can tell like the whole ocean isn't turning red. It's just probably ending at the end of the river or stream or whatever. And then the fire dies from the dragon's mouth, and it assumes like kind of a new position, but its eyes are glowing red now, like permanently, and it looks like it's become a statue again, but the water retains its color of a ruby red.
Is the water anything special now? besides Ruby Red?
You want to roll something for that?
Yeah, an Arcana to see if what's new about this water.
I go to drink it again. Let's do it.
Heals, yeah. Burns, yeah.
You feel like it was you look into like the mana network or whatever that you kind of sensed through up here, and you get this like sensation that one of the strings has almost like thickened, but not in the way of like just getting bigger. It's almost as if it's like it was activated, and
Okay.
there are more strings throughout the island that are not activated. You can almost tell.
From up here, can I pinpoint where the strings lead?
Roll an investigation action.
Got it.
You did. You notice one. I'm going to put some beacons on here. Let me get some colors here. I'm going to use. What color am I going to use? I'm going to use yellow as these figures.
Is Sun Sun like the language of dragons?
I believe so. I would have to look at the guidebook. I believe it is. It should say if you go to the first page in the language area or at the beginning of the language, it'll tell you what each like a little synapse about each language.
That's what I speak. I want to just speak to the statue in Sun Sun and see what happens.
What are you saying to it?
What is this place?
It doesn't answer. Sean, you notice another one is over on this area. If you look on the map, it would be the bottom right, where like the kind of highland area is, overlooking the water. You see like one of the strings leading directly there.
Okay. I pointed out to the rest of them.
Okay. Does the party want to go there?
I don't suppose we have much other choice.
I mean, you are stranded on an island.
We are stranded on an island. We could just completely destroy the ecosystem if we really wanted to.
So yeah, if you guys want to venture over there, you start wandering around, and it's like I said, it's pretty flat for what it is. Like it's kind of like a rolling hill. It's not sharp or jagged. You can pretty much see everything, but you see kind of a blurb as you guys get closer and closer to it, and it only takes maybe an hour to get from like where you were up on the plateaus over here. You notice something in the distance a little bit, and you guys get closer and closer, and it turns out to be another statue of sorts. And these statues are averaging around 8 to 10 feet. And this one seems to be a podium on the bottom, and a large stone hammer that is like angled on the podium type of thing.
Let's lift it out.
You go to lift it, and you feel your arm shaking, and you don't feel it budge at all.
Arcana check again.
I'm gonna.
Nope.
Sean, you think maybe some kind of earth magic will assist you.
Well,
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with. I don't know.
Maddie, any idea? Maddie's any ideas?
I don't have any earth magic.
I mean, we should take note of Sean's.
I shoot fire at it.
Sure, roll your explosion card.
Oh,
I
You
don't.
whip your card, and it goes right out into the ocean.
I'm gonna take my stone statue bomb and just plant it right on there. And plant it right on the hammer.
Your
Light it and
your
run.
stone statue bomb. Did it? You got that in the old mansion, right?
I got it from the guy that sent us to do this stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
remember, I failed my Arcana check.
Yeah, I was gonna say, keep in mind of Sean's roll for the Arcana check before we go blowing shit up.
Okay, never mind. I picked. It up.
You're like inches from lighting it. And you're like, wait, that.
I got it. Oh, shit, that's something. Okay.
Any other ideas?
We're waiting on Sean, aren't
Oh,
we?
Sean, they want another Arcana action, buddy. You definitely think it's earth magic. You are 100%. You are 100%. You're like, we need to heal this hammer. 100% need to heal.
Nah, don't forget
We
the
need to
first
what?
two. Stick with the last.
He said we gotta we
That
gotta heal this hammer somehow. Does anyone have a potion?
I feed it rations.
I have a potion,
No, I got rations. I'll feed it.
but
Feed it
You guys are-
rations.
is
There's
the,
special
is
rations
the
in
potion
dragon.
actually gonna heal a rock?
I
Hold on.
want to like paint an image of three. You know, you have a dragonkin, we have a old wick, and a little moth lady crumbling rations and like smushing them into the statue. Like,
I am not crumbling rations. I said I have a health potion, and I'm watching these two morons on their knees.
they're like smushing Ritz crackers into a stone statue.
Alright. I walk up to it and I put my dragon hand on
Ooh,
its
yeah.
dragon head.
There's no dragon head on this one.
Oh, okay.
It's-
So I just put it right on its dragon.
No,
Hammer
yeah,
handle.
yeah.
Hammer,
There's no dragon anything related to this one. It's complete.
Oh, it's a hammer.
Yeah, it's a hammer.
So I just grab
Uh-huh.
it and then I pump Arcana into it, but like in the sense that like I'm trying to focus on the earth.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's rolling.
As you're doing this, you feel it kind of budge. As like it was before you even put Arcana into it. Like you grabbed the handle and you felt it kind of like shift a little bit. And that was before you even put Arcana into it.
So what happened when I put Arcana in? Okay. I pull harder then. I pull harder. And
Roll a strength check. Eesh. You are struggling. You have fallen on your butt.
I just keep tugging. I just keep tugging at it.
You threw your back out, and then you get up and you try again, and you lift the hammer up into the air. Finally,
Finally.
your back is struggling.
Everybody's clapping. I'm like, yeah. They go behind the tree, and I'm just like,
What are you doing now? You got it up on like your shoulder, probably.
that's it. I have it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. What do we do, guys? I got the hammer now. I don't know what to do.
I'm gonna roll investigation to see if there's any hints on what to do.
Yeah.
I got
You
it.
see kind of like almost a rigid like spiraling circle where the hammer was resting, where he lifted it off from. It almost, you like get the idea of maybe it's a target.
So I see that, and I just have a flashback to the good old days when I was a dad, and we went to the little fair that they had.
Yeah.
Oh boy, this cool little game where he had a hammer, and there's a little target that he hit, and I just think back, and I just like, oh shit, I just hit that thing down super hard.
You smash the hammer into it, and you see it crack right down like all four sides. And let me switch over here. As you slam it into the podium, a light beam comes out showing a hologram,
Oh boy.
and it is of a champion knight. And he is like holding the hammer where you left it. Like it kind of like once you smashed it in, the hammer kind of stuck to it, and the light swirled out and revealed this like holographic like knight holding the hammer and standing there proud. And it doesn't seem to be like interacting with you. It doesn't seem to be moving at all anymore. And it's almost like you've activated this one.
Can I pull the hammer back out and take it?
It does not budge, even with your it's probably your hurt back. I don't know.
I walk away downtrodden because that was super anticlimactic.
What's the next move?
I'm like, where's my prize?
Good job, well done.
You get a job well
And a
done.
fire spell book.
I just look over the shop. just kind of like went now.
And magically, a fire spellbook falls from the sky into your hands. No,
It's canon. He said it.
no,
Nope,
it's not
it's
canon. Redact that.
It happened.
Yeah, everybody.
What are you doing next, party?
Going to try to follow the next line.
Sure, roll me anything, an investigation, an arcana.
Boom.
That'll do. You notice from here there are two strings. You don't really have visual of where they lead to because of like the elevation of where you're at. But one leads to the northwest corner, which would be the top left, in the wooded area you saw from the plateau, and one leads down to the beach where you guys were washed up.
Let's split the party.
Hello. You cut out there.
Oh, did I? I'm sorry. I told you one goes down. You see two strings, but you don't see where they end because of
Yeah, one led to
the forest.
the
Northwest,
northwest.
one's
One's down by
One
the
to the
beach. Yep.
to the beach.
To the beach.
Sure. Maddie, are you accompanying him to the beach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Party, everybody. How about somebody goes northwest?
You want to split? You want to go by
You never
yourself?
split the party.
It's always the answer.
You only split the party when you have even numbers.
You
We do.
yeah. I mean, you do have Pip. You guys come.
With a foldable thumbs.
You come
Is
down.
it this island?
You come down to
Is that what
the beachfront here, and Sean. Okay, well, as Gong is swimming over to the the beach front, you see a small glimmer in the water, and whoops. Why are we opening the start menu? No, thank you. You see a little statue underwater, right about here. And it looks like a mermaid holding up a torch.
Who's got water magic?
I got ice, not water.
I got lightning. Let's go see what she wants. Can I swim down to it, I guess, and look at it and investigate it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's not even like, I would say like maybe 6-7 feet down below, like yeah, submerged underwater. It's not too bad, but you
My Arcana roll going, so
you
I'm gonna step out.
yeah, you look at it and it just, like I said, it just looks like a mermaid stretching up towards the surface of the water, and in its hand that's stretching is a torch. All
Take the torch.
all made of stone.
Take the torch.
You try to grab the torch, it doesn't budge out of her hand.
John, it's all you.
Okay, I'm gonna try to use my summon swords to try to lift it out of the water.
Okay.
Got it.
You like start sticking swords down into underneath it, and it does not seem to budge.
Okay, so trying to get a feel with magic then.
Okay.
I got it again.
You get the idea that you need to, like, just like with the dragon of feeling like a smoldering fire, with this one you feel like almost like a light switch of some sort, or like it needs to be energized to
Okay, so
illuminate.
electricity.
It needs to be illuminated.
Illuminated.
Yeah, like the torch needs to be illuminated with some. It has to be energized. Is kind of the feeling you're getting off of it.
I can
Okay.
try to hit it with my lightning.
Sure.
Sure.
The
I stand outside the water though.
yeah, I was gonna say, how you just gonna zap the water around it?
You can try. Well, I have swords sticking to it, so you
Yeah,
can try to
so-
channel the electricity through my magic swords.
I'm gonna use that as a conduit, and I get it, and I just take out. I put my shovel away. It's a little strap, so I sling it around my back,
Gotcha.
and then I put my lightning staff, and I just hold it sideways like a pimp. You gotta hold it sideways.
Oh yeah.
And then I send lightning down into the swords as conduits directly into the stone.
All right. Let me get over here. The torch illuminates, and the statue rises up out of the water. There, from here, you see it is it would seem to be activated.
Boss. All right, on to the next. On to the next.
We headed north.
Good job, Maddie.
I don't know what you want me to do. All right, I am just.
Oh, I'm so proud. You did such a good job.
Hey, I'll stab you. Don't start with me.
I'm genuine.
I don't believe that for a minute. No one ever tells me good job. And
Good job, Maddie.
Christ.
You're doing such a good job.
Pip tells you all the time.
Maybe I just wanted you to hear it. I'm sorry.
Oh, thanks.
You guys want to roll me investigation actions? All right, Sean.
Got it.
You wander a small clearing in the woods area, and come across a large black statue of a 3-headed wolf that stands probably 6 to 7 feet tall.
Oh boy.
What do I notice about this 3-headed wolf?
All of their mouths are open is something you notice by it.
Okay, guys.
Rations into each one.
What's that?
Whatever you do,
I start shoving crackers and rations into each one.
whatever you do not put your hands inside those mouths. Let's go find some wildlife critters.
As I have my hand in one mouth.
literally smashing crackers onto its tongue. What? Ryan, can you minus 3 rations from your inventory, please?
I can.
Sean, you said you wanted to go find wildlife.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I like that idea.
Roll an investigation.
Boom.
You notice a small little burrow in a tree nearby that could contain some kind of bunny rabbit or something.
I'm gonna cast Frost.
You smack the tree above it with ice, and it scares the rabbit. It jumps out of its hole and starts running away.
I launch swords at it. So 12 is a... times 5, 17 times 5.
Okay, you
Yeah, that's definitely frozen too.
you skewer the rabbit, and it flings off and skewers it to a tree, and it is dead.
I'm grabbing it.
Okay.
I also want to serve some wildlife, but not rabbits.
Okay.
Look at this. Look at
You notice that there is a small or I won't say small. You find a decent size, from I'd say probably the size of your arm, of a kind of island boa, draped on a tree branch. Sean, what are you doing with that rabbit?
I'm gonna put it inside the one of the dog's mouths.
Okay. You said you froze it, right? Or is it not
Yeah.
frozen?
Well, technically it has frost on it,
Okay.
so it can't move even if it was alive. So it's not completely frozen. So it probably would be thawing by now.
Okay, so you place it in the mouth, and nothing happens for a few minutes, and then you see that some of the blood starts to start pumping again out of the rabbit because it was really cold, and once blood almost touches the tongue of the statue, you see its eyes glow red, and it chomps down completely, and swallows this rabbit. And then you see that its mouth is closed and its eyes are red, but the other 2 heads are not.
Got it. We need more critters.
Miss Maddie, what are you doing?
I guess I'm hunting.
Do you want to put Pip in there?
No.
Monster.
You know I don't. I don't know why you asked.
Do you want to roll an investigation action?
I mean, I guess.
Ooh, you find a small little nest of 2 little birdies chilling out in in a tree nearby, but I'm gonna cut over to Ryan. Ryan, you see this large like black and yellow snake from, like I said, about the size of your arm, draped on a tree branch.
I'm gonna look again for like smaller game near me.
Okay. Roll an investigation.
Yeah, I'm searching.
Um, yeah, I mean you wander away from the tree a little bit, and you see that there is a small squirrel chewing on a nut nearby at the base of a tree.
All right, that I'm going to hit with my just basic attack. I'm just gonna smack it.
Sure.
Yeah, tons of damage.
Yeah, you're able to smack it with a magic bolt out of your lightning staff, and it just like fries the squirrel, and it's just laying there.
Okay, now stay with me. I take the squirrel, I go over to the boa, and I'm a serpent. I speak sense to it. I'm just like calming it, I'm petting it, I'm feeding it the squirrel, and we're bonding.
Oh jeez. Roll me.
Is this a new pet?
We are soul bonding. He's a slut dragon.
roll a knowledge check. Yeesh. You do not know how to handle snakes. Clearly, it does not like already dead food, and it
Oh, it's squirming though.
it hisses at you and like slithers further up the tree.
Okay, I know where it is though, so I'm gonna stay here. And you can go back to one of them. I'll do.
Sure,
something there.
Miss Maddie. What are you doing with those birds?
I'm
get
gonna
this thing.
very stealthily and sneakily throw a basic attack at them.
Stealthy and sneakily. I'm gonna give you that natty 20. You throw like a card, and it is able to decapitate both birds at the same time.
Very cool. And then I go take them to the stupid statues or whatever that we're feeding.
Sure. Do you want to put one in each mouth that is empty right now?
That seems like the plan.
All right. You place
Seems like a-
the headless birds, one in each mouth, and as you do, the stone mouth clamps down and swallows the birds, and each one's eyes turn red. Once all three have done this, they all three lift up into the air onto its hind legs, and all three howl at the sky, and it seems as if it is activated. Let me get here.
Cool. This is now someone else's problem, by the way.
Uh,
Guy who failed to talk to Snake, I guess.
After this is all done, you guys have activated these 4 totems throughout the island. 4 brilliant lights come up from the ocean surrounding the island, one from each corner, kind of where you guys did them. And one is yellow, one is red. The yellow one is from the southeast, which would be the hammer. A red one from the northeast, which would be where the dragon was. A black one from the northwest, which is where you guys are right now, and then a blue one from the southwest, which is down where the mermaid was. And they come from the ocean, not actually where the statues are, and kind of arc over the island. And they start like mixing into this huge ball of energy and above the island. This flies from directly above the island, and it starts swirling and swirling and swirling, and still you guys kind of would recognize it as a portal. And out of the portal comes a large winged creature that the party would instantly recognize, being from Virgin City, which has an inn literally named after this, and has the head of this creature over the bar as a Flogan, which is a water-based dragon. The dragon drops down to the woods and like crashes trees out of the way, and everything. And it is looking aggressive. The portal at this point has dissipated, and the colors have dissipated. But yeah, you guys are.
Doesn't see ya.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It would seem
Okay.
like this is, you guys activated something on the island, and this is like the final defense of that.
So I look to both of them and I go, "You got your little fire spirit. You got Pip. This is my pet." I'm gonna try to beat it down into submission.
Now let me look at time here. We're about 44 minutes in, so we can do a little bit of this combat. Why not?
One did hit the tree that my snake is in.
You don't know. You were kind of distracted by like the big bursts of light. You don't even know like they completed the statue. Like you were just kind of dicking around with a snake, and then all of a sudden, giant beams of light came out of the sky, and the dragon came. So you don't even know. Maybe this doesn't even have to do with the island. You're just kind of like, oh,
I'm casting ice blades on myself and Pip.
what? I was like antlers.
Yeah. So now whenever Pip attacks, adds a time 3 to his modifier.
Hold.
I would just like it to be publicly known that my goal is to absolutely eviscerate this thing.
Wow. Okay. So we're gonna. I'm making some.
I want to go and investigate. I want my snake.
I'll be right back. I gotta go get my dog.
You're good. I am crafting this battle map a little bit here.
I got it. Alright, I find him.
Like I said, he knocked some things out of the way.
Oh, he's there. I feel it.
I feels it.
I feel it with my serpent self. I roll. Yeah, no, I feel it. I feel it. He's there.
I'm just crafting a map real quick. Won't take me much time at all.
Doug, you took my shadow from me. Don't take this from me.
I'm not like directly opposed for you having a snake. It's not as overpowered as like most things you want, so I'm not directly opposed to it.
Fits. I want it. I want the bow.
All right, now let me grab you guys' your guys' icons here. Yeah. Oh, actually, I'm just gonna drag them down here before I grab them. So yeah, we'll do this combat. We'll see where we find ourselves with this combat in a few minutes.
Oh, I grabbed him as we left.
Whoops.
I just grabbed him, and yep, now he has no choice.
Whoa. Alright, that's your
No.
snake. Then.
He's not happy, but hey,
All right,
got him.
let me
Just tell him I'm doing this to save your life.
bring you guys over here. So I'm gonna slide you guys over to this new map now. So you guys are in this wooded area. Going on, you're like over here at this tree. You guys are this black box is the wolf statue. Now let me see if I can find a Durgan real quick to bring up in here. This'll do.
You just see me over at this tree, like,
Here, Snakey. Here, Snake.
no, I'm speaking.
Oh,
Like,
like Harry Potter shit.
yep. But like every here and there, it's like a whistle, like a little chip, you know.
So this dragon has landed right here, and we can begin combat. Let me delete that map that we were just on, and look at I got bravery over here. Okay, so Ryan, you're 20, but you're not really in the fight right now. Sean, you are an 18. Let me check out the old Flogan's stats here. Let me see if I can find it quick. Okay, it's just past this. A little past this. Alrighty. One more. Is it not in here? Oh, there it is. Okay. So, yeah. Sean, go ahead. You have a... Oh, is he back? Is Sean back?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm back.
Sean, you go ahead, buddy. It's your turn.
Gonna cast Frost on it.
Okay.
Got it. So it's frozen for a turn.
It's probably too big to completely ice over, but you definitely like have frozen over its like wings or its feet.
Okay, and now I'm just going to straight up attack it.
Okay.
10.
What
Did I roll?
what's that damage,
10
bud?
and a 9. 54, and it's frozen.
Okay. 54, and it is frozen. All right, let me look at the bravery list here. Unfortunately, it has a higher bravery than you, Maddie. So it is going to attempt to break free of this freeze, and it does. It shakes off all the ice that you've placed on in, and it is going to attack with a 9 and another 9, which he blasts a steam gale at you, and it'll actually hit all three of you. And it will do 36 damage. And you may want to do some defense for Pip because he only has 30 HP. Miss Maddie.
I roll a defense for Pip.
And yourself, I guess.
Sure.
I don't know how important you are. Hey, there you go. So you take 16 damage. Sean, you also take 16 damage. And Pip is going to take 27 damage.
Alright. Pip is 40 HP. We trained that.
Oh, you're right. It is now.
And I...
It's now your turn, Miss Maddie.
Okay. Can I instruct Pip to go... Oh, I have to wait for his turn. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw a fireball at it. And I get it.
Okay.
40 damage. 45 damage.
You deal that damage. Ooh, yeah. You throw an explosive card at its head and it flinches at the fire.
Alright, my roll 20's disappeared, but I can still roll, so it's fine. And I'm gonna roll for a basic attack. So that's times 2, 4, 8 whole damage.
8?
Is this for Pip?
No.
No, that's for me.
Oh.
8 whole damage. Alright. Now it is Pip's turn.
I'm gonna tell Pip to go hide somewhere, please.
Okay. Where do you want him to hide? Like back in a tree somewhere? You can.
My friend, my map disappeared. I don't know where you would like
What's
me
his
to...
movement?
Send him over to me. I'm hiding.
Oh, yeah, I sent him to him.
Alright, he's gonna run over here and hide near this tree. Going on.
Can you maybe heal my boy, and I'll pay you back somehow?
I don't know if I can.
Going on,
Okay.
it would technically be your turn at this point. You did.
Should have been technically my turn at first.
Well, you
but
did
hey.
hear the dragon like roar and like steam and come over from over there, so you know there's like a fight going on at this point.
So I'm very concerned about this snake that I just bonded with. So I'm gonna
I mean,
hit him. I'm gonna get him.
it
I already rolled
it
my 5,
it
and I'm making like the squirrel 5.
it hissed at you and crawled up the tree. What about that makes you think it bonded?
It loves me, so I climb up and I try one more time, but I make the squirrel look alive.
Okay. Roll a knowledge, I guess.
I got a 1.
Technically speaking, if it's fried, it would be warm, and snakes can't tell the difference between living and dead. They just see warm. So if it's hot, it'll want it.
It does
There you go, dog.
it does strike at it this time, and it consumes the squirrel, but it has a large lump in its belly now.
Concerned about its safety, so I let it slither up into my armor, and it's now there.
You take it and put it in your bag for now. I'm not saying it's okay.
There goes Snake.
you did,
It's in there, yeah. It's in there now. He's safe.
okay. There's a large boa in your bag. Are you happy?
I'm very happy.
I'm not saying you are
Is that your
bonded.
boa, or is it
My-
What's it?
No, hey, I got it with me. I'm worried about it. So I'm saving this little thing's life. My map is not working.
Oh, you guys can just reload it. Maybe hold on. Let me try reloading it. I'll just reload roll 20.
I
That's
see.
enough. Wolf hide.
Okay, now I'm putting my inventory. Boa.
Okay, boa.
Live boa.
Live boa. Alright, here we go. So then after I do that, I'm gonna run over to them.
Okay, what's your movement?
11.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You'd actually be right here. But you and you have another action if you'd like to do something
Oh,
else.
cool. Anything?
I mean you can do it, yeah, major, minor, or a movement.
I'm gonna summon my Inferno, Mr. Bunsen.
Okay. Try and summon him.
Oh, I lost my D20. Here it is.
There you go. Let me
So I cough, and as I'm coughing, just a little fire spits out, and boom, there you go. There's Boots wearing Bunsen.
you hear your snake hiss again at the noises you're making.
He's in the bag. I'm not worried about that. I just speak to him and I'm like, hush.
Hush, sweet child. So I gotta do this again. Ryan, you're a 20. What is Bunsen Burner's bravery?
Bunsen's bravery is a 5.
Okay, so Sean, you are an 18. Then my Durgan,
Yeah, right.
then Meg Durgan goes. Then Maddie. Then Pip. Then Bunsen.
Then Bunsen.
Okay. Just so I don't have to keep clicking back to pages. All right. Well, that was Ryan's turn. Sean, what are you doing, buddy?
I cast Wolf hide,
Okay.
and then I'm going to attack it.
Go ahead and roll for your wolf hide.
I rolled a 4.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, a sheath of magic comes over you, and armors you. I think you have to be a step further, by the way, for attacking. 3 space.
Oh.
Just
And I
right
am
here.
going to try to get away from Maddie, so he can't do that fire breath again.
Okay. So you want to like get over here?
Yeah, but it's not letting me move it.
Oh, my bad. Here, let me see if you got. Yeah, you do. I can help you. It seems roll 20 is being finicky tonight. But yeah, you run to the left of the dragon and far enough away from Maddie where that steam breath wouldn't hurt her again. And then you swing a sword at it for how much damage?
Not much. Yeah, a whopping. Let me double check to make sure. A whopping 10 damage.
10 damage. Holy cow. All right. Well, now it's the Durgan's turn. He didn't like that. So he's going to roll 1 and a trace, which he shoots a gall of water from his mouth and it smacks into you and pushes you back a few spaces. But it only does where'd my stats go? It only does 15 damage, which you are able to block the actual damage of it, but it still pushes you.
Okay.
It is now Maddie's turn. Miss Maddie.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw a fireball at it again.
Yeah, you fireball the crap out of it. Oh yeah,
I did
you
it.
did it. 45 extra damage. Throw up on there.
Yay. And then I'm gonna do a basic attack, and that is hold on. It's my character sheet. That is times 4.
Oh baby.
Times 4 to...
To your next.
Here's roll 20. It's an opera. There you go.
12 damage. Whoo! Better than 11 damage, am I right? Pip.
Cries.
Pip is chilling in this tree. You want him to stay there? Maddie? Do you
Huh?
want Pip to stay in the old tree here, safe and sound?
Yeah, I'd like him to hide. Yeah.
All right, Bunsen burner. What are you doing, buddy?
We're about to find out. I'm waiting for my D20 to roll. Okay, so Bunsen turns into 2.
What's the new Bunsen do?
His name is Burner,
Okay.
and then the new Bunsen. So when they split, though, he kind of splits off, and he's a little bit closer to the dragon.
Okay, I can put him.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, like right here.
Okay, so then that he's in range. So then he's going to attack the dragon,
Okay.
and you're gonna get hit by 24. All he does is just kind of like screams at you, like ah! And then a little blue swirly flame vortex comes out of his mouth and just hits the dragon. But it's astronomically like a big vortex coming out of this tiny little flame.
Right.
Like it's a big old attack, so it smacks him for 24 damage.
Alrighty. It is now your turn, Ryan.
Okay, so I pick up the Bunsen that's near me.
Okay.
I form him into my demonic spear,
Okay.
and then that's going to I'm gonna throw it over and hit the dragon as the range. I already checked. So hang on, I have control of him.
Roll an Arcana check for me.
You want 5 for my demonic spear as an Arcana check?
Yeah, because you're like combining your flame dude. So give me another roll. All right, perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, so he perfectly forms into it, and you chuck him at the dragon. How much does your demonic spear do?
It does a 3x, so that's going to it's gonna be 13 times 3, so it's gonna be
39.
What, 39?
39, yeah.
What happened is as Bunsen hits him,
Mm-hmm.
what is that? A 13. Bunsen's gonna split into 2.
Okay. That was
Z.
I will do that as your complete turn. Your new Bunsen will be able to attack when it's their bravery.
Yeah, no, but I get that.
Sean, it's your turn.
Okay.
I'm gonna have a lot of HP to keep track of here.
Yes, you are.
Doug, if you can mark them at all, that's great.
Mark them.
I mean, yeah, just so I know how to tell the difference between their
Yeah,
HP.
yeah. Also, I'm gonna give you control of them. There's that one. What are you doing, Sean?
Yeah, no,
I'm going to cast Ice Blade again.
While they're as I say, you could write like 1, 2, 3 in the green circles on them.
I could? Okay, cool.
Or you should
Yeah,
be able
that's fine.
to. Okay.
I can control your HP like that, yeah, you're right.
What are you doing, Sean?
I'm attacking.
Okay. How much damage?
Doing some, yeah. 72 and it's frozen.
72 and it's frozen. I'm gonna let it get a. Why does it keep opening my start menu? I'm gonna give him a defensive action, which he doesn't get. So 72 and he's frozen. I'm gonna use my little markers because I never remember to use them. I'm gonna put a little what are we gonna put it on? Little blue.
Instead of freezing him, could I just freeze one specific body part, like his wing, one of his wings?
Yeah, if you wanted, you could try that. I don't see why not. It is now the Durgan's turn. He's gonna try and shake your ice off. He does not. But since he only froze his wing, he can still use his mouth for attacking. So
I rage.
he is.
I'm attacking that same wing I froze.
I mean, it's his turn. Okay, is that a real thing? You want to rage?
Yes.
Okay, I'll
How dare
I'll
he
let you redact.
try to
You see
attack me
you see
again.
it shaking its wing, and you go into rage mode.
Is that a thing?
He has an ability that allows him to rage.
Okay.
Technically speaking, if I were a stickler about the rules, he would have had to done it during his turn, but
Yeah.
I'm letting it for the flavor. Because
88 damage.
all that matters is that we have fun. How much?
88 damage.
88 damage.
And would this be allowed to completely destroy his wing since it's frozen?
Roll. Give me something. Give me like a knowledge check to like see a weak point or something.
Got it.
Yeah, you
You bust.
you see that like its joint where a joint is, and you shoot one of your swords straight through it, and you see its wing like completely collapse on itself, and like you cut like the tendons or whatever on it, and now it can't even like lift its wing with any of its muscles or anything like that. It's still attached to him. It's just
Okay.
kind of like drooping to its side at this point.
And it freezes again.
Okay.
But not just the wing, its entire being.
I'm gonna say no on that one. He is now going to attack you with the water blast again. It only does 5 damage, and you get pushed further away. Oh well, you would have been up here to attack anyway, so I'm just gonna push you back because you forgot to move. But can you block 5 damage, bud?
Yeah. The wolf
Mm.
armor is protecting
You're
me
right,
at
you're
this
right.
time. I have to recast it next turn, but yeah.
And then it is Miss Maddie's turn.
Yeah.
Oui.
Oui, bonjour.
What does one say?
I'm gonna. Can I shoot my fireball a little off so I don't destroy his?
Yeah. You can like
You'll
chuck it
whisper
behind
it.
him, kind of. Yeah.
All right. I get it.
Get it? Yes, you've been working on the casting roll, which is 45 damage.
And then get ×5 to. I swear to God.
10 damage.
Oh,
Look out! Big swinger coming through.
Slowly but surely we will whittle this thing down.
Oh yeah, this is a dragon. He has a health pool for sure. Well, good job, Maddie. Pip singing his tree.
Pip sang in his tree.
All right, and then the Burner family. What are they doing? Let's say Burner 1.
They're all going to multiply.
Burner number 1.
Burner number 1 is the one close to me. He is going to he saw me throw the other one, so he's gonna be like, I want to do that. So he's gonna come over. He's gonna move over to me. We're gonna hit I think that's a miss. Yeah, it's a miss. He doesn't do anything.
Okay.
Burner number 2 is this one.
Okay.
He's gonna go ahead and ooh, baby. You see him split into 2.
Alrighty. Oh.
My friend, I'm gonna say this to you from the bottom of my heart. Get a better microphone.
Oh, is it? Sorry.
It's so
That's
bad.
coming. That's coming.
There's that. There's that. Yeah, but Maddie, we're actually playing the game like consistently, so I'm not gonna be too mad about it. We can make small changes.
I'm gonna be mad about it. My ears hurt.
All right. So then we got this burner right.
Yep.
Yeah. He's gonna go ahead and. Okay. He's gonna attack, and you're gonna get hit with a 43. Yeah, 43 damage.
Okay.
And then the last burner goes, and he's gonna once again attack, and you're gonna hit with 9 more damage.
Alrighty. With that, I'm going to cut our episode. You guys are in a heated battle with these little flame wisps multiplying and trying to surround this large water dragon. Um, we had Pip hiding in a tree for safety because the first attack kind of did a number on him. You see Kane constantly getting blasted by water, but like whipping strategically placed ice swords at his wings to kind of cripple it. And then Maddie, whipping cards around its head that are detonating in massive explosions. It's definitely an epic battle scene that's occurring here, and we'll hopefully finish it on our next episode. Be sure to check us out on YouTube, on Twitch. We go live when we do our episodes, then we go to YouTube, then we go to all the podcast sites like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Anchor. Anywhere you look, you can find us at Lore Wars RPG. Pretty much type that in, you can find our website and all of those things. You can also go to our Twitter page at Lore Wars RPG, and look forward to getting the copy of the game, or if you have gotten it already, tweet at us or something to let us know how, or like if you're starting your own campaign, if you like it, all that good stuff. We'll love to hear from you. Miss Maddie, where can they find you? Then the ghost page of your
My deadass Instagram, because God knows I don't have a life right now. Stuck in my house because I'm immunocompromised and shit sucks.
Yeah.
It's Celestial Spell Cosplay on Instagram.
Yes.
And I don't have a Twitter because someone hacked it.
Yeesh.
And I gotta talk to Twitter support about getting it back. All of my friends were getting advertisements for knockoff Ray-Bans.
Ooh, I'll take one. This episode's sponsored by knockoff Ray-Bans. Go download malware and get them.
Have a nice
Have
day.
a good one, Sean. Have a good one, Ryan, and you as well, Maddie.